particular session as the idea of moot court that opens us possibilities to go a little deeper into the history, into the present, and into the future, of course, with no reference to technology here. We have given the subtitle Pedagogy, Practice or Pride. We want to focus on three elements here: pedagogy, the legal education part of moot court; profession, the practice part, practice, the professional part of moot court; and the third one, pride, the competition part of it. So in order to have an effective, in order to set stage for an effective dialogue among the participants or among the distinguished panelists, I would prefer to forge a divide in the perceptions about the moot courts. That is, moot court as an underutilized pedagogy, which has huge constitutive potential, and moot court as an overutilized simulation of real court, which less adequately informs students about the legal profession, about the realities of the legal profession. But I claim no correctness to these propositions, and the debate I indent is putative only. They are meant to generate critical and useful insights for both legal education and legal profession. The first perspective is that moot court is an essential pedagogy in legal education. This is due to the reason that mooting as an activity helps to develop argumentation, which is a necessary legal skill for building legal imagination. But argumentation is not just oratory. Although that's the commonly held perception, which prompts many to hold that mooting is a training in speaking about law before a court of law. It is this wrong perception, or probably it is this perception, which is caricatured by Lewis Carroll in Alice in Wonderland. In my youth, I took to law and argued each case with my wife. The muscular strength which it gave to my jaw has lasted the rest of my life. However, argumentation sensu lato is a way to think through law, building a discursive and an argumentative structure. It is the art of making truth out of facts, using the elements of law, theories, doctrines, jurisprudence, and semantics. On the skill side, moot court teaches research, analysis, logic, refutation, discovery, approximation, and speech. It is this set art and skill in their totality which moot courts aim to teach. It is hence that moot court is deemed as an integral part of legal education. However, on the flip side, despite the regulatory and standard-setting bodies, for example, the Bar Council of India and the American Bar Association, emphasizing the need for imparting legal education through mooting, mooting has become an extended, if not an isolated activity within legal education, which John T. Galvez observes as either steals time from the courses or a game lacking real stuff. This approach has pushed mooting to a co-curricular activity in law schools. However, such a perception is an abject neglect of the fact that mooting is an effective pedagogy as much as Socratic method and simulations. But how much law school classrooms are prepared to adopt mooting in their routines? How much of mandate clinical legal education has for adopting moot courts into its ambit? It is this neglect of moot court by the epistemology and pedagogy of law which leads to the formation of my second perception. That is, mooting is an excellent co-curricular activity which can teach students the art of courtroom advocacy. To assess how far students have grown as lawyers, moot court competitions are held all over the world. But does mooting in fact stage a court? Perhaps it does not, as it has no ambience of a trial, no witness examinations, and no depositions. Then, does it teach the lawyer-client relationships? Does it teach professional spirit? Or is it not the case that moot court status a test of knowledge of law and skills of law students pretty much as law school examinations do? Further, is it important for one of the set perceptions to triumph over the other? Do we really need a battle of these two perceptions which I have submitted before you? Is there a need to dispel any one of them? Or could they coexist? Whatsoever, the importance of moot court in legal education cannot be underplayed. But understanding moot court better, either as pedagogy or as a mock court or as both, would help legal education and legal profession yield better results.